You guys, starting out with that song, I was trying really hard not to cry because that song got me through dry desert land in so many ways. And the crazy part about it is that this is something that would have never been possible if it wasn't a God-given dream that he's breathing on. Just like I had said, he's been doing this when he breathed something on me with worship and having worship at all of our events and all of that. And, I just saw this picture of like all of us rowing together. When Plexus does it and we all know what to do, we all row together. It's beautiful, right? We have this vision, we know what to post, we know what to say, we know what to do. And it's like, why is it for so long we're all in these different boats, it felt like, and all of us are trying to grab the oar or grab whatever boat or paddle somebody else has. Why can't we do it as one? And so that's where Anchored kind of came together. And that's why I'm so grateful for all the leaders that are just pouring their trust and their faith in what this vision is and already the work they put in, you guys. I cannot tell you how many hours and how many dings and how many things are going through, but it is because God is breathing on this and we all know it and we can feel it, we can sense it. And so there we go. As we are just rowing, and there's going to be some cuts and bruises as you start anything brand new. So be patient, but man, hopefully you guys are learning to navigate the page. We're going to be using a lot of things that corporate has. As you know, there was one great call tonight that Cheryl did. That is a VIP orientation. So make sure you're setting alarms because Plexus sets it up so perfectly. So that's the other thing we're rowing together is this system is that you don't have to do a system alone anymore. We're showing you such a simple system that you can, that when you're bringing people along inside of this business with you, you're like, here you go. Here's the blueprint. We've got it right here for you. We've set up the kind of like itinerary as you're going to board this boat and the itinerary is done. And that's what we're trying to do is make it simple. You have the Plexus Go app. Go in there, utilize the Getting Started guide. We're going to be doing that. As you see Monday, we have our Monday calls. That's where you invite every single person you can to come to that, even old customers. Have them come to that. Then we have an after party. This after party is great. If you missed ours last night, don't worry. Guess what? There's one next Monday. And so the goal is 15 minutes, come to listen to Meet Plexus, hear all about what Plexus has to offer with great testimonies. Come after to the after party here on this exact Zoom for 15-ish minutes. We'll share and help any takeaways or questions or anything of that nature, and then do a fun giveaway for those people that came. Then on Tuesdays, we're going to have this mastermind call that you're here right now for. We'll have great trainings from great trainers that have said yes to this vision, and they're going to be pouring in their time and effort for you. But also right before at 6 p.m. Central is the time I'll do. 6 p.m. Central, there's the VIP orientation. So think of it. You get your brand new person excited. They hear the testimony.
Oh my God, do it.
Oh, they hear the testimony.
It's not big, so I mean, I don't know.
If y'all can mute, that would be awesome. Thank you. They hear the testimonies and they're like, ooh, I think, Cassie, I want to hear more about this. You get them into the VIP orientation. They signed up. They're ready. You get them in the VIP orientation. You guys, Plexus makes it perfect. Next thing is Marianne Anderson's, video where she talks about like, let's get started. Let me show you what this business is about. She dives into that, and then that's where we're at. And then on Thursday mornings, Jenna's going to be doing work and worship and all of that. So everything is plugged and played for you. So you do not have to think. You just have to remember to set your alarms, set your timers, go into our Anchored page and go from there. The other part that I want to make sure is that we are getting a lot of people in, and I literally didn't know that we were going to have this many people. I knew if God was going to breathe on it, he was going to bring the people, right? Just like anything in the Bible, he brings the people where they need to go. And so I'm just blown away by how many people are already here. And as we continue to invite people, we want to make sure. So we're all doing prizes for the people that are collaborating. We're pouring in $10 a month to then pour down to you to prizes and gifts and things of that nature. If you're on our team and things. Now, if you have somebody that you're like, oh my gosh, but they don't have a sideline, or they're a sideline. I love her. She maybe doesn't have an upline, or she doesn't have the support that she's wanting, or things of that nature. Or he, we have some guys too. I'm not going to exclude them. And let's say that they're like, I would love to be into something like this. They can also opt in to help with the prizes and do $10. This is one Plexus. I want this to be one Plexus, but I also want to make sure They know our mission. They know that we're Christ centered. We are going to pray on team calls. We're going to make sure that God is first in our business. We're going to be taking Sundays off unless it's end of month or anything else. And we are rowing together. So make sure whoever you're like opting for, if you're like, I trust this person with all my heart, great, bring that person in. Just let us know so we can make sure that they get included in the prizes and stuff because I don't want to leave anybody out. And I know that's none of our hearts. So I'm excited to just share. This is going to be a short 30-minute call, but we have it jam packed. So I wanted to share the vision and kind of the core of Anchored and where we're rowing and where we're going. You guys, like we see big vision. We see retreats or possibly like, I'm curious. I'm going to share a retreat idea. I know we have a couple yeses already, but I really want to know at least if this is a yes, because then I'll continue with it. If it's a no, it's okay. But we're thinking of a retreat April 23rd to the 26th in Branson, Missouri. You obviously get your way here, and then we'll have all your food, everything covered. We're looking at 275 and above. If you're like, yes, oh my gosh, I'm in for that, let me know in the comments or the chat. We'll get you more information. Now, we're thinking swag, we're thinking retreats, we're thinking all kinds of leadership stuff that is just mind blowing. That when you get a lot of jewels and a lot of people that are ready to row and ready to build this business in a different way, ideas flow. And so, a lot of you guys that are going to be in Cancun, we're going to have a meetup. Also, we have baptism worship happening there as well. So, don't miss that. And we're going to get a picture together. So, if you're coming to Cancun, definitely get a picture there. Now, for the ones that aren't coming to Cancun, you're not left alone. I promise. We have a bingo coming for you. We have a bingo and some prizes and some fun things. So don't miss out on that. I'm trying to think of anything else, but I think that's it. Jenna, am I missing anything? Any leaders? But you guys, seriously, thank the people that are collaborating with this because there's absolutely no way that I could have done this. So it's beautiful because everybody's pouring into the giftings that they have, which is what's making this work. And so thank you, ladies, so much. You mean so much more to me than you could possibly know. Anyway, Jenna, take it away.
Ditto.
Or
You too.
Angela, then Jenna.
Yep.
Angela, then Jenna.
Oh, am I going first? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. And this is so exciting to see. I get so pumped up and so just energized when I see so many people that are ready to lean in and ready to do something new. And so, gosh, I just like I'm sitting here texting my husband, look how many people are on the call. I'm so excited. There are amazing things happening. And can I just tell you, from my heart to you guys, those of you that are here that are part of this, those of you that are leading and taking on these roles that I am just amazed and astounded every time I look at what is happening. And I'm texting somebody and saying, look at those graphics. They're amazing. Look at that post. Look at what everybody is doing. That it's just, it gives me goosebumps every single time. And so let me take a deep breath and let me tell you, I do have some notes here. And if you know me, I don't do really well with notes. I'm going to do my very best because these girls are funny. They give me 10 minutes. And if you know me, I'm not that good at saying what I have to say in 10 minutes, but I am going to talk about something that I've trained on so many times over the years. So you're going to get like the speed dating version. The first thing I want you to do while I start talking is just get a sheet of paper, blank paper from somewhere. Lisa, Lisa said, good luck. She knows. Okay. So what I want to talk about is this. Over in the new team page in the Anchormind Anchored Mastermind group, there is a really cool daily drop that's happening. I hope you've seen it. If you haven't, after I talk, go over there and start doing that process because I'm going to talk to you about how important that is. It is all about belief and it is helping you to build the belief in you and build the belief in other people. And so here's what I want to tell you. If you are one of those people that's like, gosh, I just need a place where I can get like the right words to say, the right systems, the right leadership, the right, fundamentals and the basics and how to do everything. No worries, you have all of that covered. These ladies have all of it covered. You are not going to have to worry about that. But what I will tell you is that what is foundational to making all of those things work, and I know I've seen it time and time again. I know Jules and other leaders on here are going to nod when I say this. You can do those things But if you don't have the belief that is foundational to all of it, it doesn't work. And what's crazy is if you have the belief, then you actually can't help but to start to succeed. And you will succeed while you're building the skills. So building the skills is so important. We want to level up and build the competency in all the things. What do I say? How do I close the sale? Uh, about network marketing in the business. We want to do that. But I know that some of you, maybe, and maybe I know this because I was you, think I just have to learn all the things first before I do anything. I have to know how everything works first, because if I feel competent, I will be able to go and do the things. But what's crazy is what's going to attract people to you is your certainty. Certainty is contagious. So, this is what I learned from my own business. I did it messy and I learned along the way, and lots of us did because I've been here for over 12 years. So, it was the Wild West and we were just figuring this out. But what I learned was I was really certain about a lot of things. And so, here's where we're going to fold this piece of paper. First, I want you to take whatever piece of paper you got, I want you to fold it in half and crease it. And I want you to fold it in half a second time and crease it. Make some nice creases in there. You may have seen this before. And what you're going to do is write 4 words in those boxes. And I'm going to talk while you get that settled, and I'm going to make sure I don't miss anything that I needed to say. I haven't even looked at my notes once yet. Okay, got that. Got it. Good, I'm on track. Okay. You're going to be able to do this messy and imperfect, but it's going to be beautiful, and along the way, you're going to learn. If you put in those blocks that you have created, at the very top, I like to put the industry, so network marketing. In the next box, somebody want to type this for me maybe in the chat? Network marketing. The next box, you're going to put the company, so Plexus. So the industry, the company. The next one, you're going to put the products, right? So we're talking about results, the products. And the last one, we're going to put me, so self. Here's what I have learned. The higher your belief is in all of those areas, the more you're going to succeed. And this is not just like a feeling, because see, here's what happens. People go, I have tons of belief. I'm good. I don't even need to talk about that. But this is quantifiable. We can really like drill down and find if there is an area that everybody struggles in, and there's an area that's really high. You know, it's usually really high for most people, the products. Like usually that's where it starts. So if I say on a scale of 1 to 10, put your number down. How high is your belief on a scale of 1 to 10 in each of those? Usually we come in really high, right? It's always that. It's like it's 20 or 30 or 100 or something on the products, right? And then when we move to like the company, if you're like me and you have like massive belief in this company, because I was not going to put my name, I had built my trust with my network for 37 years before I found Plexus. And I was scrupulous and I did not talk about something if I don't say something if I don't think it's true. I won't tell you something's a great idea unless I believe it, right? Like my people on here know that. They're like, that's true. She would not say something if it's not true. So I wasn't about to put my name to something that I didn't believe in. And so over the course of 12, almost 13 years, I can tell you, and I could talk on this for a long time, this company has blown me out of like it. I have never regretted my choice. I have never felt like I made the wrong choice. It is such an incredible company. The heart, the integrity, the compensation plan. I know somebody's going to be training on that soon. It's not like everything else. And people say, oh, it's like this other company, right? And I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, yes, it's network marketing, but no, it's not the same. So sometimes if you're like me, you're pretty high in like belief in the company too. But then here's where it starts to get tricky. If we move over to the industry of network marketing, we see people start go, oh, I don't know. And this is where we get the like, I'll talk to people about the products, but I'm not going to talk to people about the business. And this is because we don't feel confident. We're afraid of the questions that we might get. We're afraid of the pushback, and we don't have as much certainty there, and we don't have the confidence. And also, Sometimes it's because you're like, well, I don't have my own story, my own results, my own success, so we can't really talk about that. I'm not going to train on that tonight because 10 minutes, I can't do that in 10 minutes. But we have resources and ways to help you build that belief. And then the last part is belief in self. And some of you come in with high belief in yourself and you got to work on the other ones. And a lot of you come in with, I I'm not really sure I believe that I can do this. I'm not really sure if I have the skills. I'm not sure if I'm equipped. One of the most freeing things I ever heard in my early 30s, a pastor, a guest pastor came to our church, and I'm just sitting there, absorbing whatever's being said, and he hits me with this statement. And I don't know, I just didn't like hear anything after that because this is the only thing I heard. God does not call the equipped, he equips the called. And I was like, because here this applies here too. If you feel called to this, he expects you to run the race as if to win it. And he's going to equip you, right? He's going to give you the resources. He's going to give you the people. Look around. How many people are on this call? How many incredible leaders and jewels that are ready to show up and train and pour into you? You're going to get you're going to be equipped to do this. And so a lot of times people start to think, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if there's room for me. All of the what ifs. I don't think, what if Jenna's better at this than I am? Or Cassie's so much better at that than I am. I don't know how to be like her. I'm here to tell you, you are meant to be exactly you and nobody else. And you are the only person who can reach the people you can reach. I can't reach your friends. I can't share. So if we go back to the products and the testimonies and the life changing, don't withhold that from people because you don't think that you can do it the same way that I can do it. You probably can't, but I can't do it the way you can do it. And I don't know your people. So what we've always done with this is we take those and we look at, hey, what is like anything that's 8 to 10, you're pretty solid there. Like you can always work on it, but you're pretty solid there. So take whatever's that like number 7 and down, like that next lowest number. That's the first place we want to work on your belief. So let's just say, for example, it's in network marketing in the industry, your belief is kind of like a 6 or a 7. Oh, I did it. I didn't even mean to. I heard it as it was coming out of my mouth. It's too late. Let's say that's where it is, right? So we're going to pull resources for you. And so in my team, we have like a whole list of like, here's the resources for helping to build belief in the products. Of course, that's going to be testimonies. Of course, that's going to be Meet Plexus calls, right? Here's resources to build belief in yourself and the mindset stuff. That's going to be built into this team, this group anyway. And then for network marketing, it's things like this cool little book. I know several of us have it. This is The Power of Five for Network Marketing by the one and only John Maxwell. And he's a huge proponent of network marketing. Did you know that? And he says that I'm going to need my glasses. I'm showing my age now. He says that the book started with my observations about the benefits of network marketing, because network marketing will, me admit people, make you a better person, number 1. 2, add value to those around you. 3, enhance your income. 4, develop lifelong relationships. 5, provide you options for life. Options, you guys. It's not about the money, it's about the options. 6, start you on a level playing field. 7, expose you to incredible experiences. Anybody been to a Plexus convention? Incredible experiences, or Emerald Extravaganza. 8, allow you to be part of a great team. 9, let you learn while you earn. And 10, increase your influence. And if his big thing is like, I am here to, to influence. Like that's the pinnacle of leadership, is to be able to create other leaders and have impact and to help other people to have influence in a positive way. So we have resources like, how do I build my belief in network marketing? And once you bring those up to like an 8 or above, it's going to be really hard for you not to succeed, because you're actually going to attract people to you. You are going to have so much confidence in what you're saying that it doesn't really matter if you have If you're like, oh, did I say that the exact right way? Or did I mess up the steps of that system? Or did I forget to post something on Tuesday? That part of it isn't going to matter because people are going to be attracted to what's just oozing out of you. I know I probably had 1,000 more things to say, but I'm pretty sure my 10 minutes is up. So I want to say this too, because it'll probably be my last chance to mention it. When we break away later to go into your own team Zooms, those of you that are like, I don't really have that right now, feel free to stay here on this one. And we're going to talk a little bit about, where to go from here on this, but feel free to stay here. I think I hit most of the points that I meant to hit, but I don't want to run over my time. So who am I throwing it to?
I thought you did great.
Thank you.
You killed it. You did so, so good. Okay. So everybody's going to go to Amazon.com right now and you're going to pick up your book. If you can't find it on Amazon.com, you can go to johnmaxwell.com and he has them. This is one of the most powerful tools and resource you can put in your arsenal as an entrepreneur. We're going to be talking more and more and more about that. So, hey, I'm Jenna. I'm your friend. It's nice to see you. I did take notes because listen, I got so excited last night on our after party. We were talking about the brand new GLP-1 combo. All right. So I want to talk to you tonight about that. We have some really cool things that are coming your way. So if you've heard about, we talked about it last night, but some of you didn't get to play with us. So if you've heard about GLP-1, blow up the comments right now. Put a 1 in the chat. Like, I want to see the chat blowing up. Like, come on now. Have you been living under a rock? Like, who has not heard about GLP-1? It's everywhere, right? So, quick question. Okay. Who feels like their appetite sometimes runs the show? If you're being honest. All right. Okay. Some of us. All right. Maybe not because you actually are taking your products. So you don't get the afternoon crash. You're not seeing the late night snacking. But how many people do you know that struggle with constant cravings? Drop that in the chat if you're a 2. You're like, I know people that are struggling with blood sugar regulation, that are struggling with overeating, that are struggling with the food. Okay. So this new combo, these are not new products. They've been around for a little bit, but the combination recently got put together last week. So now we have the 3 products put together at a discounted price that we now can offer to friends, family, customers. Think of people maybe that ordered that just haven't been consistent, or maybe they just need a little extra oomph in their routine. They need simplicity. Heck, think about your husband. I'm like hooking my hubby up. I called him today. I said, I need you, honey, I love you, and I need you to try these for me. You're going to be my test subject. So if you could think of a test subject, put a 3 in the chat. You're like, I got a test subject because I want to see how this stuff works, right? We call them guinea pigs. I was a guinea pig for a lot of friends because they wanted to make sure this stuff worked. When I started 7 years ago, they were waiting and they were watching and they were going to see, 1, was I sticking with it? And 2, did it actually work? Well, it does. And it did. I'm still here. All right. So let's talk about what our body does that we already know it does. So our body actually naturally produces GLP-1. Did you know that? Like, it does. It actually is a hormone that tells your brain that you're full, stop eating. It also slows your digestion, but it helps regulate your blood sugar. It helps with stress. It helps with your sleep. It helps with processed foods that can disrupt your system. So when all of that's off, you've got cravings going crazy. You end up overeating. You get energy crashes. Okay. If that's not you, or maybe you don't relate to that personally, maybe you know somebody. So what this combination does is it doesn't force your body to do something unnatural. We're going to support what our bodies were God designed to do. Okay. So the hunger control, just real quick to recap, some of I'm preaching to the choir. Y'all already know this, right? Give me a 5 in the chat. You're like, you're preaching to the choir. Okay. You're like, yeah, we know this. Listen, we can learn it all over again. So just refresh me. All right. Slim hunger control, black cherry lime. Oh my gosh, y'all, that's like little heaven in a jar, right? It's a heaven in a little water bottle. It supports your natural GLP-1 production because it helps you feel fuller, longer, and faster, but it also reduces cravings and it supports your hunger control, but also your healthy blood sugar. I tell you what, I'm like, my ADHD is like an overdrive. Can I get a 6 if you're self-diagnosed ADHD? Put it in the chat. If you're like, I get it, I get it.
Yes.
If I can figure out how to get away Friday, but it ain't gonna
Okay,
happen.
just a minute. I gotta mute Natalie. Natalie's going to be invited on the call. Love it. All right. See, ADHD just kicked right in. I came back. All right. Here I am. Balance. All right. It slows the carbs and the sugar absorption. Okay. That's a huge deal. So, for this combination, from everything we're hearing, because I'm seeing the chat, yes, black cherry lime hunger control is the secret to the sauce. Okay. So the balance, it helps reduce those blood sugar spikes from happening. It steadies your energy out and it helps your body handle excess carbs. Okay. Like, listen, have you guys seen that one movie where he says in the movie, like, your body needs carbs? You need to survive. We do. We need carbs. Those give us energy, but some of us love carbs. If you like a carb lover, you know who you are. Put a 7 in the chat. Nobody's judging. Okay. It's a safe place. All right. Restore. Oh my gosh, Cassie was bragging on Restore today. Like she was like, this was the game changer. So this is the foundational thing. This supports liver health, your body's natural detox system. If your liver is clogged up, think of it like the sink and you have that food disposal thing. Can you imagine if that food disposal thing does not work right, but you keep putting the disposal button and what eventually happens? All of that junk, it goes like that's a good visual, isn't it? Okay. So that's what your liver does. It helps to flush out and detox your system naturally. And it produces less toxins that can slow your metabolism. So here's your big picture. Okay. We're going to support hunger hormones. We're going to naturally reduce calorie intake because you're not snacking, you're not overeating. We're going to support steady blood sugar. We're going to support detox and gut health. And it's going to make weight loss not only sustainable, but not as stressful. Can I get an amen? Amen. And Kim's right. Yes, there's a secret thing in the black cherry lime hunger control. Real quick, it's spirulina. We're going to do product training more on that. So we've got some experts coming in that are going to do master classes with you. So if you're like, tell me all the things on all the ingredients, we got you guys covered. Okay, so if this sounds like something that your body has needed specifically for you on the call, don't wait. Go grab your hunger control, grab your balance, grab your restore, get that slim and trim combo for yourself, and then go grab some friends because we are kicking off a slim and trim challenge March 8th. So go circle your calendar March 8th because you're not going to want to miss it. This challenge includes accountability, community, support, real results. People are seeing results in as little as 3 days. They're sleeping better. They have more energy. I saw another friend's comment. She's like, I'm losing inches. This doesn't make any sense. I didn't change anything else I was doing, just the timing. She was taking her products and that she added a couple of new things. And this is the key. Don't miss out and do it alone. It is so much better together. You text a friend, invite your sister, grab a coworker. Heck, the more, the merrier. Okay. So I want you to grab your combo, join the challenge, and bring your people with you. Okay. So if you're in, I want to hear I'm in the comments because March 8th is when it's on like Donkey Kong. Okay. So I'm excited. This is going to be such a big thing for so many that you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss the boat. We've got all these boat puns, so stick with us, okay?
You should see us on Zooms together. We're like, oh, we could buy this and do this and that. It's hilarious.
All right, Cassie, I'm going to throw it back to you as you kind of close us out.
Yeah. So again, March 8th, we have the accountability group coming up, but I don't want you to miss that, but also start like curiosity posts. So social media, not today, maybe in the next few days, we're going to be having some social media posts that will drop to give you ideas that will go along with what we already have because we already structured things for the rest of the next 4 weeks. So you'll see kind of a little drip of this as well so that you can start inviting people to this group and you have some structure. But just remember, you are not Kim. You are not Jenna. So do not copy paste. Make sure to create your own posts. We're going to have big training on that soon to talk about algorithm, why not to copy and paste, why not to, change up things like I found out I can't even edit things anymore because autocorrect loves me way too much and it changes all of my words. And apparently if you go and edit, it changes the algorithm too. So again, don't worry, don't freak out. we will teach you these things. It's taken me a long time. I apparently got warned yesterday. So it's all good. But know that there are a lot of great trainings coming, but I want you to still keep doing what you're doing. Don't pause. Sometimes you get into paralyzed and you're like, I can't do this. No. Post, just know, don't copy and paste everything Nan said or Christy said. Tweak it up. If you don't love ChatGPT and she's not your best friend yet, she might be. Because I use her more, and I was one that whoever, I guess we'll do put in the chat thing too. Whoever said they never do Plexus and now you're doing it and you're shouting it from the rooftops. Okay, same. I said I would never touch AI. I would never use ChatGPT. Why in the world do I want to give more information out to anything that's technology that needs me? And I'm like, I gave up. And it is the best sauce ever. I still make it my own though. Like I will ask it directions, give it a prompt, and then create a post, and then I tweak it still and post a post. So we're going to be teaching you how to use ChatGPT in a very good way so that you're not copying all of your sponsors' posts or all of your sidelines posts or anybody else, because you have to create your own, because you're not only messing your algorithm, you're messing theirs as well. And so it's a whole thing. But we got you. Don't worry. And I'm just more excited. I cannot wait to see what this group does as you're learning and you're rowing together. Again, every single day is daily drops. We're going to have exciting things happening. Anybody else that's a lead on here have anything else that we're forgetting that you feel like we should post? Tomorrow is Marianne Anderson's getting started. Make sure you plug in. So every week, look, we have a graphic that shows everything that is in line. Start utilizing them. Invite your people to them. So don't miss those things too. Anything else, ladies? Okay, if you have questions, please reach out to Jenna, me, Angela, just reach out. We've got you. And I'm so excited to have you a part of this community as we're rowing together on one boat for one mission for Christ. And I'm going to pray us out, and then everybody else go disperse to your own teams so that you can love on, who's in this community with you. Even if it's one person, it doesn't matter. And if you're like, I'm on this boat alone, I'm starting fresh. Again, Angela, thank you so much. She is opening and keeping this call open and alive for you, because you are not alone. You've never been alone. And so I want you to remember that. So here we go. We're going to pray. Dear God, thank you so much for just an incredible group that we've had so far. Thank you for just the belief, helping us remember to believe in ourselves, because when we do that first, God, everything else just flows down. And so I pray that every single one of us just heard great tips from Angela as we were on this call, but also more from you. Help us just lean into you more versus this world, and help us be bold for what you've offered us. We have such a platform we should be utilizing and sharing in a very strong nature, not a weak nature. We need to be bolder more than ever and share what we have, because these products for a lot of us have changed our lives as well as this business. Help us to not shy away from that any longer. And I cannot wait to see what you do inside of this boat as we all row as one and continue to do. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Okay, we will see y'all in our page, and we'll see everybody else here in a little bit.
Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
That's a good question. We got